10:15 in the morning, HPD and HFD dive teams recovered a body from underneath the bridge in the bayou. As of right now, we do not have a positive ID on that person. A definitive ID will be provided by the ME's office once they do conduct a thorough investigation. But I will say the description is similar to that of the individual that went missing, saving the 2 children on Wednesday. As of right now, it's still a preliminary investigation, and we're conducting a thorough one. And I will open up to questions now, if anybody has any questions.
How was he found? Like, how were you alerted?
The dive teams from both HFD and HPD were out here searching for him. And he was found in the body, in the water.
How difficult was your search, sir, due to the rain and the current?
It was very difficult. It's why it took us. The dive teams wanted to get out Wednesday, but the current was too high. They started doing some yesterday, and then finally the water came down, and water temperature allowed us to find a body in the bayou, unfortunately.
Is it just a matter of just following the current, or how's that work?
These guys, the dive teams are specifically trained to understand it, especially HFD, and this is kind of a funnel point, so we get quite a few drownings over in this area. But yeah, the way the streams and that stuff work, it pushes bodies down into this area.
Can you please let us know how dangerous was this situation when you jumped to save this?
It was very dangerous. The water was very high. This guy, and I can't confirm or deny that this is the individual, but the guy that jumped in he risked his life to save these kids. He's a hero. He did everything he could, and I hope this is not it, but if it fits a similar description. But yeah, he did a great job because the water was very high.
That being said, I mean, obviously, you got a tough situation with the family.
We have met with the family for a little bit, and they're very distraught. But they were out here actually looking today. They've been looking since he's gone missing. And again, I don't want to confirm or deny this is the body, but they were down there, and we've spoken with them.
I guess I'm not going into too gory details, but what happens to a body when you've been underwater?
It becomes distorted, so that's why we really have to wait on an ME's examiner to actually make a confirmation. But it's the body is, it's very pliable, so it does things. But again, I want to focus on with the job that he did. He went there, and the guy that did save these kids' lives did save their lives. He should be commended as a hero.
What happens next? I mean, what has happened? You've taken him out already?
Yes, we are now calling the ME's office to come and do a proper investigation of the body, and by then they will confirm or deny who the actual identification is. But that's the next steps. We have them out, and we'll get them to a better place.
And then the streets will be open by then?
Yes, sir. They should be open pretty soon. The investigation is concluding.
And these two kids were just looking at the bayou?
I really don't have a full understanding. Somehow they got into the bayou, maybe as kids or kids. They're having fun, and the 2 individuals went in there, and they saved the kids' lives. They really did it. Not just being great humans, but great people, because they knew the risk. The water was high, and it was rushing.
And what is the message, sir, that you guys want to send to parents? I mean, these 2 kids were into the bayou. This guy he's a hero.
Yeah, be aware of where your kids are. I don't want to blame your parents because kids are kids, but you know what? Be aware of them. They need supervision. Summertime is coming. We're even at pools. Don't think pools are safe. A lot of kids, unfortunately, die each year in pools. So please be aware of your kids. Things happen so quick that nobody wants this stuff to happen, but it does. It happens so quick, and nobody intends it to. So just be aware and supervise your kids as best you can.
I haven't seen the conditions. How's the water? It's still higher, man?
It's still pretty high. It's come down quite a bit, but you can see on the banks where the water was high, and that's why it was running so hard, and why these kids were in danger. So it's come down quite a bit. But be careful, because we're going to have probably more rain coming.
Talk to us a little bit about just the joint effort in searching and also,
recovering the body. HFD, HPD were the main sources out here, but they work together very well. We work with them quite a bit. Unfortunately, this stuff happens more than we care to, but HFD is specifically trained in high water and swift water rescue. HPD has some officers trained in that too. So they get together and they search, and I hate to say it because they're experts at it. They know where to go and find, but they really work together as a team to produce a good result.
In life for Telemundo, sir, can you please explain to us the distance? It was last seen close to McGregor, and you guys spotted him in this location.
I wouldn't be able to because I'm not an expert on this stuff. But due to the current pushing them, this is where a kind of a funnel point that we have in the city, and this is why we tend to get a lot of people that fall into the bayou or a lot of drowns. We end up recovering them here because of the currents and everything that pushes it down here. So I can't tell you how strong or anything like that, but it's just the natural process of the bayou. They're taking it very hard. Y'all may have seen the ambulance came. And again, the ambulance came because one was just so distraught. They had, if y'all saw the group, there was 30, 40 people out here looking for him. So it must have been a special individual, and hopefully we can give him some closure later.
Can you say something about getting in the bayou? Is it ever safe even when the water's moving slowly?
No, and it's a very good question. It is never safe. You never know what's in there. And actually, we actually have a report of a crocodile. It's going on a different topic, but down the street where you never know what's in the bayou. The current, and again, that's probably what happened to these two kids. The current caught them. They didn't realize how strong the current was, and the two heroes had to go over there and save them. So please stay out of the water. You don't know what's in there. Also, it's not the cleanest water in the world. What kind of diseases and stuff you can catch. So it looks nice. But yeah, stay out of it because of those 3 reasons. Like what's in it? Like bacteria, algae, other things like that can cause certain types of disease. You can get an infection if you have a cut. So yeah, please stay out of the bayous. Hey. Commander Spears, Homicide Division. Good. Well, thank you guys. Thank y'all. Sorry it took us a little while to get here because we're trying to make sure about for the identification.